What's up guys, Cyclops here, and in today's video I want to address something very interesting that I've found in the community and also teach a helpful fighting tech that you can start implementing today. Now before we get to the meat of this video, let me first say that I started playing Naraka on June 23rd, 2022 with the release of the game on Xbox platform. I played one round on my console and I was in love. I immediately downloaded the game on PC Game Pass to play with my Xbox friends, and we've been having a really good time with this game. I've played fighting and battle royale games at the highest competitive level, and I plan to do so again with Naraka. In no way am I trying to taint or disrespect this game's established culture. This brings me to today's topic. The divide. The divide I'm referring to is between the veterans of the game who have been playing since before the release on Xbox and the new players who have found a new fun PvP game to play on their console. This stems from the perception the game gives to new Xbox players and is complemented by the release of a strong and easy to use weapon in the game that new players are drawn to, the dualies. Like most competitive games, playing Naraka at a high level involves using a lot of advanced tech and exploits that most players would not discover on their own through natural play. Us new Xbox players don't know what the game was like before dualies, and it's normal for new players to use what they see to be effective. This is a major cause of concern for veteran players because the dualies allow players to find success in the game without needing to perform combinations of actions that require precise timing and practice. You couple this strong, easy to use weapon with the overabundance of AI enemies in Herald's Trial, which is supposed to be the game's ranked mode, and you have a recipe for ego inflation. OGs hate when Xbox players think they're good at the game already. If you've put 40 hours into Naraka since the Xbox release, you're likely in the Hall of Fame, displaying your name among the top 100 players of your main character, and showing your name to everyone in the pregame lobby. You may even find yourself on the Asura leaderboard, top 500 for your favorite mode. I don't know if you know this, but the Xbox leaderboards are separate from the Steam version of the game's leaderboards, meaning you're top ranked among other players who have also been playing on Xbox servers. This was worded very deliberately. Players who have been playing on Xbox servers are not exclusively players that just started playing Naraka. I've seen multiple players involved in content creation groups and high-level competitive play teams make an account on Xbox servers and get into games with people like me. Yet they don't need to make these smurfs to get into my lobby. On my second day of play, I was killed by the Twitch streamer with the highest viewer count for Naraka at that moment, in ranked, while I was bottom bronze and this person was high platinum. And I don't despise this, in fact, I embrace it, as these fights are easily the best practice I get in becoming better at the game. The problem is not that I have to fight these players, it's that they have to fight me. See, if I'm fighting against a very skilled, long-time player and we're having what I would consider a good fight, and I win, the other player may express disdain towards my playstyle, my weapon choice, or me as a person, and usually with the basis of me being a brain-dead Xbox player. However, if the skilled player wins, they will still express disdain towards my playstyle, my weapon choice, or me as a person, and usually with the basis of me being a brain-dead Xbox player. And other longtime players that subscribe to this mentality keep the echo chamber loud, when you should be embracing new players with new playstyles that will bring some new life to the game, along with a weapon that could potentially affect the meta even at a high level. Whenever I try to have a discussion about dual blades or Xbox players playing at a high level, I'm met with hostility. It's as if the existing player base doesn't want new players. They just want to keep fighting the same people that they have been for a year with the same weapons and the same playstyles. High-level players easily recognize other high-level players they fought many times before when they see their character, and they know how to fight against that person's specific playstyle. But adapting to new players is just so jarring that people will generally talk down to and about Xbox players and berate them for their lack of skill while avoiding having meaningful objective conversation, especially when it challenges popular opinion. As you may have noticed, it's really hard to find resources for this game that actually help you get better. You can find 1,000 guides from up to a year ago that tell you the absolute basics of combat, like 1, 2, 3 parry and how to focus dash, but a lot of the actually helpful information on how to play the game comes from Chinese players who can't access YouTube, will likely make the video with no English words or subtitles, and you will likely have to pay someone just to find out how to get to these foreign resources. If you've made it this far, drop a like on the video because I'm about to give you an actually useful tip, and subscribe if you want more discussions, guides, and tips in the future. I've just started this channel purely for Naraka content, aiming at bringing the new players up as we adapt to the culture of the game and the existing player base. I'm curious to see how other new players' experiences have been, and also more veteran players' views on the new people they're gaming against. So let me know down in the comments if you've seen this divide, what side you may be on, and why, remembering that without objective discussion, we'll never bring the community together as a whole. Alright, so this is something I picked up from watching high-level players. I didn't get this explained to me. Okay, so you may have been explained the different kinds of dashes, how you can tap dash to do a long dash, or hold dash to do a short dash, basically. You turn off auto run, it makes it a lot easier to do the short dashes like this, instead of the long dashes where it leaves the white wisp. So basically when you hit someone with an attack, there are frames of stagger, where the enemy can't do anything. Different weapons have different frames of stagger between each weapon, and between the horizontal and vertical of each weapon. So your horizontal will usually be a longer stagger than your vertical. The concept we're going to be exploring here is combining the stagger with the short dashes to get more attacks in before they recover from stagger. Okay? So if you try to do long tap dashes in between single attacks, this is about as fast as you can do it. But when you do short dashes between single attacks, you can do them much faster. See that? Now you probably already know that crouching and doing a vertical attack pops your opponent up with an uppercut on all weapons. Basically you're guaranteeing more damage on one attack than just striking a second attack. I call this slash dashing because no one taught me this. So you can use the slash dashing to get a couple of free hits in before you pop them up with an uppercut and go into some guaranteed air damage. Because the hits are guaranteed. They're staggered through the hit, and you're hitting before they recover. They can't do anything. You can hit them multiple times in a row before you pop them up. So go use this slash dashing in fights. You can use it whenever you land one hit. Instead of landing a hit and going for a second hit, land a hit and start slash dashing like this before you get a second hit. You'll get a lot more damage out of it that way. Also live stream on Twitch just about every day. Link to the channel in the description. Go follow me there. And I will see you guys in the next video.